Dave.
Yeah.
What do you got? What do you got there? What are you holding?
Like a book of notes.
You have a
book of notes for clarity.
You have a book of and
Yeah.
can
I was just kind of thinking maybe I'd like.
Why do you want to bring that? You what?
I was damn. I was going to.
Okay, look. I'm sorry.
What?
It's just. Are you sure that that's a good idea?
Well, it's just a book. No harm ever came from reading a book.
No harm ever came from. Look, it's just. I don't think it's a good idea to talk about it on this episode. You must not read from the book.
Imhotep.
Roll the intro.
Imhotep.
I did that way too loud.
Let's get it on.
Let's do it.
Welcome to a series of podcasts discussing series of films.
I'm Matt.
I'm Dave.
In a world inundated with prequels, sequels, spin-offs, and reboots, we ask the question,
do we need one more? I think we do.
I think we don't. You can read from the book if you want to.
Are you sure? It kind of seems like I can't.
No, because I've worked past it. I'm over the hill.
Yeah.
You have notes.
Are you running up that hill? Stranger Things style?
Yes.
Okay.
I was gonna do the lyrics, but I can't because all I can hear is just the mumbling of the melody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you watch Stranger Things season 5?
Nah. I haven't seen 3, 4.
3 and 4 are fun.
That's fun, yeah.
I think is the best
I watched 1 and 2,
season.
and I lost like I ran out of time to go see those ones.
3 is goofy.
That's what I've heard.
They said, "What if Goofy and with Russians?"
Mm-hmm.
That was their whole thing.
That was their whole thing.
It was good.
Yeah,
it's fun.
Yeah,
I liked it.
Well, we're not talking about that today, are we?
No,
and we're not talking about Dracula either, despite my shirt.
That's true.
I wanted to represent some old-timey movie monsters, but I don't have the mummy version. I want to get like all of these because I think this shirt's sick as hell.
Yeah, the Dracula shirt's sick.
I really want like the companion shirts for this and rotate throughout 1 week.
That's fair. The Renfield shirt.
Yeah.
The fucking oh my god, what is his name? Fucking
Young Frankenstein?
Van Helsing.
Van Helsing,
yeah. Van Helsing shirt would be cool.
That's a movie we should maybe do on the show.
Van Helsing?
Van Helsing.
I've never seen it.
It's in conversation. Same director.
Stephen Sommers,
Stephen Sommers, yeah. Most famously, G.I. Joe.
Oh, wait. Are we The Rise of Cobra?
Yeah, actually.
Do you guys remember when Cobra rose?
Yeah, and it was played
by
what happened in that
JGL.
Movie?
Yeah. And Armin Vosloo. Also in that.
Who is he? He's not Destro.
He's
oh Lord.
He's like the
There was a time where I knew all the G.I. Joes and now I don't know any of them.
No,
he's not. That'd be amazing.
That's the only one I know, actually.
Yeah, it's because he's the
that
coolest
and
one.
Joe.
Oh yeah, Joe.
Do you know who plays Joe in the second one? Bruce Willis.
But also, who's in the second one is Dwayne the Rock Johnson, who's
Dwayne
in
Johnson,
the second one of this.
Yeah,
that was back in his franchise Viagra era.
Armin Vosloo plays Zartan.
Zartan, that's right. Zartan.
Yeah. What a movie.
What a movie. But again, not the one we're talking about. Today, we were talking about The Mummy.
That's right.
1999.
Yet to return.
Yep. And he has not returned
his
yet.
First return.
And he has not entered the trim of the dragon.
The second one should really be called The Mummy Returns Again.
Yes.
Because he returned in this one.
Yeah.
And then they defeat him.
I think it should be
Spoilers.
The Mummy Strikes Back.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
The Mummy 2, The Quickening.
Yeah, The Mummy 2.
We were talking about Highlander before this movie started.
I know our first question is always what's our relationship, but I will just start by saying that little Dave wanted to be Brendan Fraser in this movie so badly.
How does Big Dave feel?
He still wants to be Brendan Fraser in this movie. Things didn't change on that one.
That's consistency, and we love to see it.
Yeah.
That is fair.
Yeah, this was my role model growing up. This is all I wanted to do was to shoot mummies in the face with a big gun.
You know,
or a ceramic sword, maybe.
Look, Fraser is a fucking movie star in this.
Dude, he's so good in this movie.
It's so good. When watching this, I was watching this with Laura.
Mm-hmm.
And I, at one point during the movie, I went, it's unreal how much him and David Cornsweet are similar.
Yeah.
And she looked at me and she went, what are you talking about? And I said, you don't think they look alike? And she said, no.
They really do.
And
it's
I pulled up
but
3 different side-by-side photos. And I was like, you don't think they look like at all. And she was like, maybe a little bit. I was like, their energy's similar, and she was like, no. And that's the biggest disagreement we've ever had as a couple.
That's pretty good though. It's not bad.
It really was like watching it. I was like, man, Rachel Weisz and Brendan Fraser would have been a killer Clark and Lois.
They would have.
They really would have fucking.
I always wanted Brendan Fraser and Sandra Bullock as a Clark Kent and Lois Lane. I feel like that would have been
Courtney Cox would have
Courtney
been really
Cox
good.
also in that conversation. Some combination of those three I think is really good with Brendan Fraser always Superman.
Brendan Fraser would have been really good. I mean,
Arnold Vosloo is a Brainiac is a not
that's
thrown
sick.
around a lot, but that I think would have worked.
That would have been honestly he could have hit like he would have been good at Metallo.
Yeah,
that would have been fun.
Sick ass Metallo.
Parasite.
Yeah,
That'd
I
be
also
cool.
fun. Oded Fur.
Yeah.
I forget. God, what's his character name again?
It's oh shit! I literally looked this up before the episode.
I did too, and now I can't remember his
and now I have
name.
G.I. Joe.
Ardith Bay, right?
Thank you. Yes.
Ardith Bay,
because it rules. That name rules.
He's and he should have. There was a time where he could have done this live action. That time has probably lapsed, but he was Dr. Fate in the Justice League cartoon.
Was he really?
He really was. Yeah, that's one of his
pick,
voiceover roles,
dude.
and honestly, he could have done it live action. He's so good.
Yeah. Dude,
anyway.
he's chiseled in this movie. Bro,
Dude
looks
is
good.
hot as hell. In
Looks
this movie.
real
and
good.
not just because it's the Sahara, you know. It's like
No, it's pretty warm out there. That's true.
yeah.
What is your relationship to the mummy? I should say
there was
because we want to keep on the rails for this one.
I have watched this movie probably more than any other movie I think that I've ever rewatched. This is one of my all-time favorite movies.
Hell yeah.
I don't think I realized how much of a comfort movie this movie is.
More so than G.I. Joe: The Rise of Cobra.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty.
Just wanted to make
It's
sure.
like not even close.
Okay. Fair. Well, okay. That's you.
No,
but-
this is true. But Highlander 2: The Quickening, I don't know, neck and neck right there.
Fair enough. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, but no, I love this movie. I'm so excited we're doing it on the show. I know we're not going to be covering Return of the Mummy and Tomb of the Dragon Emperor, but we'll save those for maybe another series. It seems like we will be circling back on this particular era of the Mummy.
Yeah, there was a Vanity Fair article that maybe changed our planning for this series.
Yeah, that maybe but this series is more in preparation for Lee Cronin's The Mummy, which is going to be a vastly different take. So we're kind of hitting the. We said it last week on this, but in case you didn't know, we will be watching The Mummy 1999, and then we'll be doing the Tom Cruise Mummy next week. And
What
then
if Tom Cruise was a mummy?
What if Tom Cruise was a mummy, and what if Russell Crowe was a Jekyll and a Hyde?
Yes. Not at the same time.
Not at the
He
same time,
changes
though.
between the two.
Interchangeably, one
Yes.
or the other. And then we'll be doing Lee Cronin's, which is going to be another third take on it. And
What
stuff.
if Lee Cronin made a mummy?
What if Lee Cronin had a mummy? But so that should all be very exciting. But this is, I mean, I didn't see the Tom Cruise Mummy, and I didn't see that. But
I have not seen it either.
Yeah, so we'll find out what.
I heard it.
Yeah,
You heard
I heard it had some audio
Yeah,
It certainly
at some point.
had some
exactly
and
one
didn't
audio.
have some other audio.
Yeah, it was missing some audio, but yeah, in terms of my relationship to this one, my family rewatched this one like a lot, and then this is like I would like bored on during summer. I'd watch this like I think when I got hooked on this movie, I watched it like every day 1 week. Like I just
Nice.
every day I would wake up and watch it, and even when we rewatched it this time. Because I don't have a DVD copy anymore, I rented it, so I had it for 48 hours. So I watched it 1.5 times while we were prepping for this episode. So
Can you see me trying to hold back from talking about Lion King 1.5? Can you see it in my
I can see it
eyes?
in your eyes. I saw Timon in one eye and Pumbaa in the other.
I see
in
it,
the
Matt.
reflection.
Look at me.
Fuck.
He was like, "Look at me.
Look at me. Yeah, hell yeah.
I am the mummy now."
Oh shit.
I feel like this is another episode I said I wasn't going to be on, but I for sure like.
I know.
I
We should
would
just get
like
a cardboard
us-
cutout of it.
I'm at least going to say after you, 'cause
Right.
I believe there are, things should be the way they are.
All right.
My relationship, but go,
I
please.
also would like to say before I talk about my relationship with the movie that I do think we should cover the Lion King, so we can do the Lion King and then Lion King. But what if it was Romeo and Juliet, and then Lion King 1.5, which is the best Lion King movie.
I agree.
It's the best one.
That
Get
was
fucked.
Okay, I won't lie. That summer I watched this like every day. I think we were also watching Lion King 1.5 because I think it came out right about that time. So that was like both movies that were on.
If you're watching this and you're a lover of the Lion King 1.5, you're in good company. Welcome
You're
to
in
We
good
Need
company.
One More.
5. Well, no, they didn't come out at the same time, but like I think because I didn't watch this when it came out initially. I guess I should say. So this is actually relevant. I watched it like later because my it was like that thing of like when it came out, it was like too intense. So my parents like loved it,
Yeah.
and then like 4 or 5 years later, my parents were like, "We want to rewatch it," and actually now we think you could handle it. And so then I watched it and got hooked, and then I was like watching it a bunch. But I was a little late to the game. I think at that point that I was like started watching it was when the second one was coming out.
Okay.
So
When he returned.
when he returned. And they were like, you might need to know why he returned. But I never saw it in theaters. Unfortunately, I only saw Tomb of the Dragon Emperor in theaters.
I think same for me. I was approximately, checks watch, 1 year old when this movie came out. So
the day. To the day.
Actually, well, because I'm assuming it was summer 1999, right?
Probably.
So I was like 6 months
Presumably.
old.
Let's check. Let's go to the window, Bob.
I'm a Sagittarius. I was born in December.
You're a Sagittarius?
I am a
All these years
Sagittarius.
and you're telling me now?
I know. We're not a perfect match. I'm sorry.
Damn.
But
Actually, I'm a Taurus. Is that a match? I don't know.
I have absolutely
I don't
no
even know how
idea.
that works.
Do you know when I've interviewed for jobs, when people ask me like about what like fun facts about myself to get to know me, I say I'm a Sagittarius. I don't know what that means, but my girlfriend says it's important. And every time it gets a laugh, and every time I say it, I've been hired.
I'm gonna borrow that. I'm about to start looking for another gig to
Dude.
start paying some bills because this economy is soul crushing.
It's that, and I'm gonna say this.
Borrow that. So
I'm gonna say this on air. So if any customer comes in, I worked a lot of customer service jobs.
Yeah.
Whenever someone complains, like has a mild complaint about something, I always cheekily go, "Hey, don't worry, I'll run it up the ladder for you," and it gets a laugh every time. Every time I do that, I win over the person that is like complaining. They're like, "You're all right," and they'll leave.
right on.
It's foolproof, and
Okay.
I'm now offering this.
Let's take a note real quick. On my hand.
But so yeah, so I did not see this movie in theaters. I cannot say the first time that I saw this movie. I don't remember exactly when that was. Tomb of the Dragon Emperor, I do believe I saw in theaters. And that one was surprisingly the one that I watched the most growing
This
up.
also released early May. It was May 7th. I just had to pull
Oh
it
yeah,
up.
so I was,
May 7th,
I was like
1999. So
5 months old.
Yeah.
So
you weren't even a year. You fucking liar.
I know. I lie on this show. I don't know what to tell you. I haven't watched a single movie.
Sorry,
that we've
guys.
covered.
He's a Sagittarius.
Hey,
Are they known for that?
No, they're known for. I actually don't
I think
really
it's like
know
a
what they're known
Scorpio
for.
thing.
I'm serious when I say I don't know what it means, but I've been told it's
I
important.
don't know what it means.
But I kind of just grew up watching this movie. Brendan Fraser is like one of the like quintessential movie stars of my childhood, as I'm sure it is everyone else kind of our generation.
George the Jungle.
Okay.
Monkey Bone.
Okay, George of the Jungle. Speaking of that, so I've said on this podcast that like I watched a lot of like direct to DVD sequels as a kid. That was kind of what the movies my parents would buy for us. So I did not have George of the Jungle 1. I had George of the Jungle 2, which doesn't star Brendan Fraser.
I know, they have a joke about it.
They have a
You
joke
know
about
why?
it. Yeah. And so I grew up being like, oh, George of the Jungle 2, yeah, I love this movie. And then I found out that Brendan Fraser is the original and, no hate to that second actor, definitive George of the Jungle.
Yeah.
And my head exploded.
Yeah.
And I watched it. And Leslie Mann also in that movie.
Leslie, very funny in that
Wonderful.
movie. Thomas Hayden Church as Lyle. He's
Thomas
hilarious.
Hayden Church, so good.
People don't get boo-boos in this movie.
He's in the second
They just
one.
people don't die in this movie. They just get really bad boo-boos.
Good. in support of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, this movie is just, I don't have too much of a connection to this movie. I loved it growing up. I didn't watch it as much as you did. I grew up watching like The Mask, Scooby-Doo. Those are the ones that I watched the most. And then like Star Wars and all kind of your obvious big movies. I find this movie, like this is one of those, like, if I can't watch Indiana Jones, like this is the movie. As hard as it has been for studios to replicate the magic of Indiana Jones, this is the one that nails
gets the closest. Yeah, this is the one that is like, remember, adventure movies are fun.
What?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I know. I say like this and probably the first Pirates of the Caribbean, or like the two like last greatest event. And I like Dead Man's Chest a lot, and I love World's End. But they still don't even come fucking close to that first one.
That first one's great,
and I just like that movie. Like hits like all the check marks in a way that you're like, phenomenal. And I think this movie's in that conversation too,
Yeah,
along
but
with Indiana Jones.
this, yeah, I would watch it intermittently every so often as a kid, and I would love
Yeah.
it more and more. Armin Vosloo, I really connected with as
Yeah.
the villain, the heavy in Agent Cody Banks.
Oh my God. I was going to make a joke about that when we were talking about direct-to-video sequels.
Yeah.
Also, because I've been rewatching Malcolm in the Middle right now. So I'm like jonesing for some Agent Cody Banks. I forgot he was the bad guy.
That's the only movie series that I had both of them on DVD. It was
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo 1 and Scooby-Doo 2 and Agent Cody Banks 1 and 2.
Is he the bad guy in 1 or 2?
In 1.
Okay, that's right.
He is killed by nanobots.
Nice.
Yeah, so he
Nice.
does not return for... The Mummy does
Got
not
it.
return in Agent Cody Banks 2.
Got it.
And
I always watched Agent Cody Banks 2.
Destination London.
Destination London. I
Of course.
watched that one a bunch.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the first one as much.
Fucking... What's his name from Game of Thrones is in there? He's...
Anthony Anderson?
No, not Anthony.
J.R.R. Martin.
Alfie Allen? I think it's Alfie Allen.
Oh shit, Alfie Allen.
He's
is
the
in
guy that
I remember looking
sings,
at that. Yeah,
War. Yeah, he's got the headband and shit.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's so funny.
Yeah,
Good
it's
for him.
great.
That guy's a great actor.
A dog plays the piano in that movie. 10 out of 10 best movie ever made.
Does Alfie Allen kill that dog? And does Keanu Reeves go on a killing spree after?
No, thankfully that doesn't happen. They waited on that. But I loved this movie, and as I've gotten older, I've kind of grown to appreciate it more.
Mm-hmm.
Rachel Weisz was kind of always, again, like I would always be like, oh, she's in The Mummy. Like
Yep.
that was every person in this movie I've always connected to as The Mummy is kind of the inception point
Yeah.
for me. And I don't think I've really seen The Mummy Returns. The second one I've
It's a
seen
fun time.
maybe once or
I
twice.
think it's from a writing standpoint probably not very good, but that movie's still so much fun. I think,
Yeah.
especially with because there's some really gnarly CGI at the end of that movie, and you know what? It's got a lot of flaws, but I think it makes it charming
Sure.
for what it is.
The only other thing I can think of in a relationship is the ride, the roller coaster.
That's funny.
I didn't ride it until like 4 years ago.
Sorry, guys, we're at a truck stop
Yeah.
for this episode.
I didn't realize that a truck was driving into the studio in which we
I know.
record this show.
Yeah.
But I didn't ride the ride until like 4 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that ride still there? No, they got rid of it, right?
They might have gotten rid of maybe it wasn't 4 years ago, but I rid it like
Okay, yeah.
not as a kid.
That's like Whiplash the ride.
yeah.
You go, whoa.
I was
whoa."
unfortunately the lead up into the ride, like the
Yeah.
design outside, I thought was awesome, and then I got in the ride and I was like, this is kind of okay.
It's a ride you
Not
have
to
to
be
wait like
too-
3 hours in line for, and then it's over in 15 seconds.
Yeah,
The whole thing.
good experience. Like when rides do that, please do that more.
Yeah.
Um,
I want my ride to break down every hour
yes,
on the hour.
Space Mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Indiana Jones.
yeah. Indiana Jones.
I have seen that ride with the lights up more times than I can count.
That's fair.
I think more
Um,
times than I've actually gone through like the whole thing.
Before we start
And maybe I'm just unlucky, but
breaking
or
down
maybe I'm lucky. Maybe I'm looking at it wrong.
that's
Life is about perspective, Matt. That's what I always say.
that is what you always say. He says it every day. He actually
Thank you.
texts it to me in the morning.
I do. I have it tattooed on my thigh.
It's true. He
But
does.
these pants are hard to get on, so I will not be.
Yeah, he's not
taking my
gonna
pants
like.
off for this
What do you
episode.
want from him?
But
We're
if you
doing a
guys join
show.
the Patreon, we might do a calendar.
The
Maybe you'll get
Patreon
to
where we're
see-
discussing the Star Wars movies.
Yeah,
All 9 of them.
all 9 of them.
Interesting.
Yeah,
For $2.99 a month.
$2.99 a month.
That's not that much
Yeah,
for one extra episode.
and if I was a fan of the show, maybe I would donate to that.
Yeah, that's
Maybe I
true.
would subscribe.
But we're not. But you might be.
But you might.
We hate this show.
We don't.
We don't.
I'm like, don't
Um,
follow the Patreon. Ah.
Do we,
Yes,
as an idea,
Mm.
do we want to talk about the Mummy?
I think we should talk about the Mummy.
I have thoughts first,
Yes,
and then
Yes.
you guys
I'm
do
sorry.
your thing.
do our
It's
thing
kinda
where we
just-
get
I'm-
off
I'm
topic.
turning
and
We
off
talked
camera.
about this.
No.
We talked about this.
Okay, so amazing movie, love it. I for sure grew up on George of the Jungle,
Hell yeah.
and so Brendan Fraser, love him. Here's the deal: this is the movie. I think I saw it too young, also, so it's like pretty scary. Probably haven't seen it in like 10 years. Loved rewatching it. This was the movie that made me think that when I grew up, I was gonna encounter mummies a lot more.
And like quicksand and shit.
Fair.
Yeah.
Well,
It's that thing where it's like you grow up and you're like, I really thought that was gonna be a problem like in my adult life. It's really not.
well,
So,
there's a lot of books.
there are a
So
lot
you
of
don't
books.
know,
You never know
what book you're going to read from that will accidentally unearth
Yep.
Yeah.
a mummy.
Yeah, but
Uh,
anyways, love this movie. Really enjoyed it. I have a score for later, but I'll let you
Hell
guys
yeah.
do your thing.
Um, on that note of reading the wrong book, I think that is such a great detail that the one like noble person who is pursuing knowledge, like honestly, is the one that actually fucks it up for everyone.
Yeah,
I think
unfortunately.
that's a fun detail that just by being like, I just want to know what it says, like, is actually what opens up Pandora's box in this movie. I think that's really because there's a lot of assholes in this movie running around.
A lot of assholes.
Pretty much anyone who's not in the main, even Jonathan, the brother, is like fucking like just a straight ass like the whole movie.
Do you also feel that the other Americans in this movie were plucked right out of the prologue of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Is it the same guys?
It's the same guys.
It
maybe
feels like
it
the
feels
same
like the same guys. One of them definitely looks like he should have been wearing a hat because he put it on a boy who then looked up and then time traveled into Harrison Ford.
The guy with the locks, with the hair?
Yeah, with the hair.
And then it's like the most chiseled fucking man you've ever seen being like, I'm a nerd.
Yeah, the most chiseled man being like, my arse.
Yeah.
My arse.
That sequence is fantastic.
It's very Sam Raimi, isn't it?
Let's break down into our first category. Let's talk about quality of film.
10 out of 10. This movie.
Segment over.
Segment over. No, I'm gonna be like, I don't know. It's like it's gonna be tough to like actually like this movie it's so much fun and like all the traps like the just like the sulfuric acid trap and just but then also like the fun they have like Jonathan's like golfing because he's just dicking around and he swats it and just like the coffin falls like
it's really good.
I think it's so good. I think one of the things they're really good at is exposition. I think there's an info dump pretty early in this movie that is really it's not as obvious as you would think something like that would be given like how like I feel like they kind of slip it in a little bit like with a little bit more grace than a lot of movies today tend to do.
Yeah, we certainly live in an era of like kind of rough exposition a lot of the time. I do agree. I think this movie really succeeds, and I hope this doesn't come across as like a backhanded compliment because it's not. It's a true compliment. Like it really succeeds in being a classic Hollywood adventure movie.
Yes.
I think it's certainly not breaking any new ground. Like it is not pushing to sound super like pretentious about it. Pushing film in ways, blah blah blah.
No, it's not like exactly experimental, I guess. But it does like remind us why this genre exists, I think.
I also think it is like in terms of quality of film, like talking about the craft of it, I think there's a lot of great stunt work. I think there's a lot of great firework that they do. They fucking like people are getting caught on fire like
left and
every
right.
4
There's like
seconds
full body burns
movie.
in this movie. There's like 11 of them.
Mummies get caught on fire.
The mummies get caught on fire.
I think a lot of that
ramming into the crowd with the car.
Yes. I really think like a lot of the action, like the physicality of all the performances, I think are really good. To speak on Brendan Fraser more, like not only is he effortlessly charming and like really has really great comedic timing.
Yeah.
His physicality is really strong.
It is.
When he is fighting those mummies at the end, there's nothing there. He's not fighting anybody.
Yeah. Well, I think some of them are kind of there, but
there are some that are impractical. But when he's fighting them, like when they're like crawling over the tomb and stuff,
there's a lot of them that just aren't there. He's kicking nothing.
There's behind the scenes footage that you can watch of him just fully swinging and landing in air, and all the effort and kind of strenuous parts of him fighting all these mummies is all him. Like it's all coming from him, and it speaks to how talented he is as a performer.
Yeah.
I think Rachel Weisz, like her Evie, right, is her character.
Evie. She's so good in this movie.
Love her. I love the scene like where she is. I know she's drunk in the scene, but when she's like,
I am a librarian.
Yeah, I was like, fuck yeah, man.
That was a vocal stim for my whole family. We would just say that whenever we were like in conversation. We would do that, and then the other one we would do a lot is the there was like pretty much this whole movie we just quote at each other randomly. But one we always was like, he had a very good time. That one, sure. And then the other one was, "Hey Betty, you're on the wrong side of the river."
The river joke is maybe the best joke committed to film.
I think so.
It's up there.
I think I almost wanted to start the episode that way, and then I kind of forgot about it for 2 seconds.
I
So
actually also had a same like hey, I have all the podcast gear. Hey
Yeah.
Matt, you're on the wrong side of the couch. Was something that I did think of.
that actually would have been funny if we just swapped for the beginning of it, and
Sit
then we
in the
switched
other
back
seats.
in between the intro.
But no, but I think
Missed opportunities. It's okay.
I think Evie as a character is just this character that just like seeks knowledge.
Yeah, she's ambitious. She wants to do the thing. She's like a trailblazer for like the year. that
Yeah.
it's set. Like I feel like that. She's
I
a really
forgot
interesting character.
This movie's in the 20s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally forgot. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, this is in the 90s, early 2000s. It's not.
You see
It's
that.
not.
They talk about the Great War
Yeah.
when there was only one.
It's just
Like,
a single
Yeah, there was
one.
just a singular war, and they thought
Um,
that was going to be the last one.
and
If only
and
they could have seen 1990 now.
1990 now. That's crazy. But yeah, I mean, Evie, like what I like about her character is I feel like in movies sometimes like this, like there's it's either like Indiana Jones where it's like he has all the knowledge, so he's the badass.
Yeah, he's the badass
He's-
and the smartest guy in the room. and-
Yeah. And Evie is a character like, or if they're the smart one, they're
Yeah.
kind of like the nerd and they're talked down to.
a lot.
They're
Yeah,
made fun of. And Evie is arguably the most important character in the movie. Like,
yeah. No, she's ostensibly the lead.
yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I think everything with her I love. I think maybe in the writing, I think the relationship between Evie and Rick is a bit it's
written for the time.
it's written for the
it's
time.
of its era, but
It's-
their chemistry is pretty good.
Their
so
chemistry I think really
I think it kind of helps with
elevates
the
it.
age of this came out in. I think, but
yes. I think
not excuses it, but just helps.
I think their chemistry really is what makes this couple iconic because people
Yeah.
do talk about, and obviously, unfortunately, for whatever reason, she is recast with Maria Bello in the third one.
I actually know why.
Well, maybe we'll talk about it
Never. No.
on the Tomb of the Dragon because I have a feeling we'll probably
We'll probably cover it, but I mean, I could say it real quick.
Yeah.
It's not a long story. Basically, when because they have a kid in the second one, for the third one, they wanted to age the kid up to being like
he's
30.
in his 20s or 30s.
They're like late 20s or something like that. And when she read the script for that, she was like, "Hey, like I'm not even 40 yet. I don't buy this, and I don't want to do it." And they were like, "Too bad." And so they just recasted because she just basically didn't like. She's like, I'm not old enough to have this as a dynamic, and so it was kind of a fucked up reason for them to recast her. Honestly,
Hollywood doing something fucked up,
I know.
unheard of.
Shocker.
What? What do you mean?
Yeah, but so yeah, that's what happened there. But we'll see what happens with that fourth one.
Good on her to be like,
Sticking to her guns.
I'm
on that
not
one?
old enough.
Hey guys,
yeah.
what the hell?
So
Yeah,
I think she
I
literally
love
was
that.
like having her first kid at the time and was like, no, I couldn't comfortably be the mother of like a 30-year-old son. Like that's just rude to me. And then they were like, okay, we're gonna recast you then.
yeah. Do you know who rules?
Who?
Rachel Weisz.
She does.
She's the best. I think
Daniel Craig is a lucky man.
and
Mr. Weisz.
Daniel Craig is a very lucky. Yeah, Mr. Weisz
Mr.
is
Weisz?
a very lucky man. Benoit Blanc himself.
Benoit Blanc himself. We need to get
Uh,
her in one of those Knives Out movies, man.
She'd be great.
And she's worked with Ryan Johnson. Have you ever seen The Brothers Bloom?
No.
Oh, dude, it's her, Mark Ruffalo, and unfortunately Adrian Brody. But it's a good time.
No. Unfortunately, why?
Uh,
What speech that's way too long with
yeah.
that's
What speech
weird.
is Walter Gum?
What?
Something about gum.
Right. So the thing with the mummy
The
is,
thing about the money, yeah.
I will say like the effects of the movie, I would say
They hold up pretty well for the most part.
some of them I think do. I think
Yeah.
some of the sand stuff doesn't really hold up. This is not a criticism. I'm not like grading the movie based on this because for the time they're so important and like they're really good. But like the sandstorm stuff, some of that looks a little weird. I think when he's traveling in and out, like when he becomes a sandstorm to like leave a room, I think it looks really fucking good.
Yeah.
I think I think the mummy, like when he comes out and he's like
Yeah.
he's the corpse still and he's moving around,
Yeah.
that I think looks really great.
I think it does, yeah. Is this like the first instance of like a fully CGI character in a live action movie that is like a feature? Or is there like one that predates this? Because I saw like Gollum in Lord of the Rings isn't going to happen until like 2002.
I believe the first fully CGI character in anything is in the Young Indiana Jones
Yeah,
Chronicles.
but that's a TV show. So is this
Yes.
the first one for like a movie?
Maybe. I
Okay.
might not. We
I
shall
didn't get a
see.
chance to finish reading the trivia, so if that's the thing, I don't know. But
But yeah, I think Armin Vosloo brings a shit ton of presence to this movie.
he's very good in this
He's
movie.
so like he's just
He plays it with a lot of empathy while also doing like not mustache twirling, but like
he's
being the
fucking
bad
got
guy.
it, man.
Yeah,
All like like him walking in with the fucking cloak and like all that stuff he's nailing. I really love their commitment to having him speak ancient Egyptian.
that's great.
I feel like in a PG-13 movie, they would just
Yeah,
in like
they'd
an
be like,
American
"He's
action
speaking
movie,
English, get over it."
he would speak English or he'd be British.
Yeah, or he'd like learn it really fast or something.
Yeah, he'd put his hand on the TV.
Apparently, the opening narration.
Not intended to be an apocalypse reference, but I just realized it was.
No, the opening narration of this movie that is done by Ardith Bay,
Yes.
portrayed by the glorious Oded Fair.
Sure.
Originally, it was going to be Arnold Vosloo was going to do the narration, and then they realized that he wouldn't have learned English.
Yeah,
so
how
then
would
they
he
just
be?
changed it to the other thing.
Good.
They also were going to have all the Magi like fully covered in tattoos, but he just said that Oded Fair is way too handsome to cover his face like that, so they didn't.
Fair point. He's super handsome.
That dude is handsome as fuck.
Something I also really appreciate about the direction of this movie, because Stephen Sommers, no disrespect to Stephen Sommers,
Mhm.
not regarded as like one of the most
He's not
tantamount
typically in a
directors.
conversation for.
But I do really love and appreciate his commitment to like it feels like he's really invoking the 30s and 40s like monster movies with
Yeah.
this, like with like obviously you've got like the fucking hands coming out, like you have like day for night shots of them, moving through the desert. A lot of the like horror, the use of shadows,
Mhm.
like of like deaths, like when
Very fun.
Anamun is killed, when
Yeah.
one of the Americans is killed. Dude, fucking rad as shit. What a cool name too.
Great name.
Imhotep and Anamun are both awesome fucking names.
They are. I thought it was really funny. Abby said that Hamanoptra is a funny word.
Hamanoptra is a cool name.
She
Man.
kept thinking they would be like Hamanoptra.
Hamanoptra. I'm a big fan of Hamanoptra.
Yeah.
I'd love to go there.
Yep.
I love Benny.
Benny is hilarious.
Scummiest fucking guy ever.
Yeah. I think of
I
my
have
children.
a question really for the end,
Yeah.
but do we think that Benny got what he deserved?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I would say he has a line that says, and I promised my friend of the show, Dan, that I would say this on the episode. We could just move right past it, but there is a line where Benny says, "Better to be at the right hand of the devil than in his path." Invoked a little bit of some things
I think
for
you
me.
brought that one on him.
And reminded me of some things. And I do agree. Yeah, I think Benny ultimately got what he deserved.
Yeah. He was like, bow.
I also think the
Also, that line is captioned as gibberish
is it really?
when he's pulling out all the different things, and he
allegedly
allegedly is speaking like
he's
Mandarin or
he's going for, like,
something.
Mandarin.
It just says
everything.
Well, because it says like what language he's speaking for the other ones.
Yeah.
I don't remember them all at the moment.
Yeah,
but
he does like a
this one
bunch.
just when he goes into like the Mandarin or whatever, it's like speaking gibberish.
Yeah.
It is really funny that he has a necklace for every
he's
deity.
Like, I'm foolproof going into this mission.
It's such a funny fucking gag.
Yeah.
But the like bye Benny, like so long Benny that they do 3 times is really good.
Brendan Fraser's fake laugh is so good when he's like humoring people just before he like punches them in the balls or whatever. Like
Fraser, again, he's a movie
he's on
star,
fire
man.
this whole movie.
Spring cleaning is maybe my favorite joke
Let me guess,
in the movie.
spring cleaning.
My favorite, the fucking
The
when he whips the chair across
the
the room.
disrespect of heaving that chair across the room is one of the great. That was the moment I went, that's who I want to be. I want to be a dude who kicks open doors and throws chairs at people who deserve it.
There's a meme that's like
So
when
that's me at Congress.
there's a meme that's like when the guy who beats people up for spring cleaning catches me spring cleaning, and it's just the clip of let me guess spring cleaning, and he
like,
throws the chair.
That is one of the best moments in cinema is the way that chair collides with
My
his
mind
legs.
is broken.
Yeah, it's so effortless too. Like he doesn't even look at the chair. Like he walked in and knew I'm throwing that at you now.
Benny and Rick O'Connell, like they might have just as good a chemistry as him and Rachel Weisz.
I know, it's pretty fantastic.
They're wonderful. John Hannah also very good.
He's very funny in this movie.
All that's I mean him like oh fuck, what did I have? There's him like doing the like Imhotep.
That's
to
such
try
a
to, like,
clutch
fake
move,
people up.
like to just like be like, I'm one of you.
It's what this is speaking to kind of what I was talking about earlier about, the movie is very not cliched, but it's very classic in the story that it's telling. It's a very clean usual kind of adventure movie.
Mhm.
But the oddly kind of like slapstick tone that it has really kind of elevates it and I think sets it apart
Mhm.
from everything while still invoking things like the original the movies from the 1930s and 40s
Yeah.
and Indiana Jones. I feel like it
Yeah.
is pulling a lot of the same texture. I think Sommers is doing there's a lot of like extended takes,
Yeah.
kind of like wide shots that lean down. I'm thinking like when they go on the boat for the first time, we kind of do this sweeping wide shot that leans
Yeah,
down
yeah,
into the
yeah.
conversation between the three of them. Um, a lot of the practical stunts are really good. Thank God Brendan Fraser is okay when they literally hung him.
Yeah, he actually almost died during that that's
Yeah.
a not so fun fact.
Not so fun fact.
But then he lived and it was okay.
Look, we love Brendan Fraser,
Yeah,
and
this was a kind of this was a very difficult production shooting in Morocco. There
I
was
could only
a lot
imagine.
of scorpion bites and snake bites and people getting airlifted away.
Yeah,
Heat stroke. Apparently, they had like a special concoction they had to drink like every 2 hours to keep them hydrated, because people were just passing out like right and left.
damn.
And
It's Baja Blast.
yeah, it was like it was that you had two flavors. It was Baja Blast and McDonald's Sprite.
You thought I wouldn't bring up Taco Bell in season 2, did
It's
you
been a
guys?
minute. We were actually very we were very reserved the last
Don't think
couple
I've
episodes.
forgotten. I may or may not have been gifted a Taco Bell hoodie for Christmas.
Hell, yeah,
And by may or may not, I mean I definitely did.
I wasn't. Where's my Taco Bell hoodie?
It's really great. It's like gray. It's in purple lettering. It has the
Oh, hell
bell
yeah.
on the top of the hood.
Nice.
Fucking sick, dude. I use it as a battering ram. I just fucking
you're like ding.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's very useful.
Um,
But in terms of like specifically speaking into quality of film, it is. I don't know how you feel. It feels oddly hard to talk about.
in like which way?
I feel
Like,
like
do you think it's like aged poorly in some
No, I
regard?
don't
Or
think
like
that
you
it's-
just like it's.
I think it is incredibly serviceable in its craft.
Mhm.
I think it's what makes it so wonderful is its rewatchability, is in the
Yeah.
tone that it brings, in the fun that the actors are having. Obviously, again, like I think the practical effects are really good. The action I think is like solid.
Yeah.
I can't think of a sequence that is specifically like surprise. Like I'm not like holy shit, what a well staged action sequence.
Yeah.
But I think it's the we've talked about it, like this. It's like this movie is almost the like 6 out of 10 masterpiece.
Yeah,
if that
no,
makes
I was gonna
sense.
say this is like the John
It's a
Turteltaub
little
turkey sandwich
more-
or BLT or whatever.
It's a little more elevated than that, I think.
Yeah,
for
it's a
me.
little bit above that. I feel like it's got like the Jerry Goldsmith score too, which just makes it like so
The
like
score is really good. Yeah,
Yeah, it's just so good.
the Mummy theme I think very good. I mean the props I think are great. I think the
Mhm.
Book of Amun-Ra and the Book of the Dead.
Dude,
all that stuff
when
is
I
fucking
when
rad.
I have a home, I want that displayed somewhere.
I thought the same. I was like, wouldn't that be cool to like fucking open your house?
And
with
then
that shit?
I do want like a little like thing next to it that says "Do not read."
You must not read from.
Must
the
not
book.
read from.
Talking about a sequence we talked about earlier, like when the mummy is awakened, like all the stuff,
Yeah.
all the horror beats that they're kind of like emulating, I think are really strong. This is
Yeah, it's like they're doing like horror light. It's more of an action movie, I guess, but it's
Yeah.
it's really fun. But it has like those elements, and they're very like Raimi Evil Dead coded with
Very
like the
much
Duchess
so.
and the shadows. Like,
and a lot of the like practical like corpses, like the
Yeah.
like kind of like the dehydrated,
yeah, the
corpses, for lack of a better
dehydrated
word.
Anoxinamun like coming back from the dead.
Yeah, all that
Um,
stuff is fucking when Anoxinamun comes back and like
Mhm.
screeches and the camera pans to Rachel Weisz just screaming at the top of her
Yeah.
lungs. I was like, this is good. Good movie,
Good.
like this. Fun
Good,
time.
like this.
Do we want to talk about rewatchability? Just kind of get right into it,
I
to
mean,
be honest?
I don't know what else I could say. I literally have already said this is one of the movies I've rewatched the most in my life, probably.
Is there-
like?
Is there what do you think is the secret sauce in terms of what
I
kind of
don't
makes this
know.
stand
I mean,
out?
for me, I was pretty young when I watched this, so it could just be like now I'm getting a nostalgia factor every time I watch it. Like, so I mean, that could play a big part of it, but I feel like the chemistry of the cast is so good. It's a fun adventure movie. It's got a little bit of everything. It's got romance, it's got horror, it's got adventure and action and a little bit of drama. Like there's like world ending, but also it's funny.
Very funny.
Like it's like at no point. It's not like
The cat bit, very
it's
funny.
not like Mission Impossible Fallout where I'm white knuckling the whole time. Like
Sure.
like where I'm like this movie's almost too stressful to rewatch a lot because it's like it's so intense.
Okay.
But it's like I feel like probably just like the fact that this is just like a fun adventure movie. Like, I think goes a long way. Yeah, I don't know. I think they're doing a lot of stuff really well, but it's like that 6 out of 10 masterpiece. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how else to like dissect it. I could just be extremely biased, I guess. But
No, I mean fair. I mean,
but I feel like I've seen the internet. I think there's a lot of love for this movie, and I think that's rightfully
I haven't met
bestowed upon.
anybody.
I've never met anyone who's. I
who
met one person
dislikes
who
it.
thought it was just fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it someone I know?
Yes.
Can we?
No.
We can't say it.
Where do
Probably
they
not.
live? I'm just
Yeah.
No, it's like an old friend that said it was just fine.
You'll
and
tell me
didn't
off air?
agree with a lot of. I'll tell you off air. You
Okay,
can
cool.
probably guess who it is, but
I have a.
we've talked about this person before and how odd their top 10 for last year was.
I know.
So
who
it's
it
like one of
is.
those person where you're like, that's an interesting hot take that is like kind of baseless, I guess. But
Okay. I know who you're
so
talking about.
you know.
But yeah,
we don't have to go into much further than that. But it's like,
No,
but generally speaking,
get it,
the
though.
internet loves it.
I get maybe not being super wowed by this, or being
Mhm.
like, if I want to watch a movie like this, maybe I'll watch
Yeah,
Indiana
like
Jones.
if you're looking
but,
for like a scary movie, this isn't gonna do that. But also, that's I don't think what they were trying to do.
no,
know?
not at all.
This movie's PG-13, so it's like
It feel the scary parts of this movie feel a lot more like
it's like little kid-
reverence,
yeah, it's
as
like,
opposed
yeah.
to actually trying to make a horror film.
Mhm.
I do think I know we've talked about this is kind of a large part of what we talked about, but I do think it's a strength of casting what makes this movie so elevated. I think it is a movie that is greater than the sum of its parts almost.
Yeah,
In the sense that like if I'm looking at the cinematography, it's maybe not the best cinematography in the world.
no,
or
but it's
maybe
extremely
it's not the best-
competent. You know,
Yeah, it's all everyone I think is it's the strength of knowing what movie you're making. I
Yeah,
think everyone
it's-
knows
yeah.
what they're doing.
it's a blockbuster. This is definitely not like an auteur-driven film, but it hits all the beats you want in this thing, and so I think that's
It's also the strength of like
the turkey sandwich of it all.
it's also the strength of what we don't really have a lot of nowadays, which is the like craftsman director, the kind of just
Yeah.
like the workman kind of guy
Yeah,
who
well,
isn't an auteur but like is kind of I've talked about this with friend of the show Nathan and stuff, like it's like Sean Levy is kind of the only guy that is like consistently doing
Yeah.
it, and we dog on Sean Levy because he's not an auteur at times, but
Yeah.
like he really is the only like director like that we
that
got
would
in
kind
the
of work like
90s.
this, where they just sort of take an assignment and then they run in the ball all the
Yeah,
way across the finish line. You know,
yeah, like they're competent, they're good with actors, you know what I mean, they
They're
know
likable-
their
people
shit.
like them and they like working with them.
Yeah, like that is something that I think is really is
Yeah.
undervalued.
It is undervalued, especially now because we don't like either. We kind of live in a world where you either like we get like either like a bad auteur kind of thing, or like it is auteur, but we're not getting any of these blockbusters like this anymore.
Not in the same way.
Not in the same way. I think the closest we've come is like D&D.
Do you know what?
I feel like Dungeons and Dragons is kind of like the last movie that like kind of reminded me of this era.
Yeah. What I really miss when movie stars would run around ancient tombs.
Yeah,
I really want us to do that more.
let's do it.
Like what that shit's the best.
Who do you want
dude.
to see running through a tomb specifically right now?
Right now?
Is it Tom Cruise?
See, when they were like Tom Cruise doing the Mummy, I was like, fucking best of both worlds. Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Actors who Glenn Powell
Glenn Powell, that'd be fun.
running through a tomb would be great.
Yeah.
Who are some
I mean, you
other...
said Corn Sweat looks like him. I could totally see him doing one of these. Like,
Yeah, he could totally do it. You know who'd be great? Saoirse Ronan.
Yeah.
Saoirse Ronan in one of
Saoirse
these
would be very
movies, I
fun
think
in one
would
of these.
fucking rip. I'm just going through my letterbox real quick. Let's see. Michael B. Jordan.
Oh,
easy
Michael
for
B. Jordan
this.
would be very fun to see you do one of these.
Alden Ehrenreich would do a good job. Just looking at my top 10s and shit.
Oh, you know what? Amazing duo that would just fit perfectly.
He's doing a joke. He can't even get it out.
teed it
I
up
can't
and he
even
couldn't
get it
do
out.
it.
But The Rock and Emily Blunt. I
Okay.
need it.
I thought
Did-
you were gonna say Key and Peele.
Did you board the cruise? Did you board the Jungle Cruise?
I
Did
did not.
anybody? I boarded the Jungle Cruise. You saw it?
Was it okay? Or was
Yeah,
it
I
not
loved
good?
it. I loved the movie, and I think it's hilarious how much I can love it, but still feel no sexual tension between the two.
Yeah.
Like they, and John Krasinski is sleeping fine at night, knowing his wife's kissing The Rock, because there's like, even on screen, there's like nothing.
Can I ask you
I love
something?
it.
What can you name me one thing that happens in Jungle Cruise? Because
They kiss.
fuck, yeah, I guess they
He
do.
dies.
They're on a boat.
Which one?
He dies.
Who?
The Rock.
No.
Does he die and come back?
Doesn't he die and come back? He turns to
He
stone.
might.
Spoilers for the Jungle Cruise.
You honestly could be making it up.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
literally I saw that movie. I'm like,
I'm pretty
yeah.
sure
He was like,
he
Madonna
turns to
was
stone
there,
or something, and she kisses him and makes him come back. I think.
Isn't Giamatti in that movie?
Is Giamatti in
Or
that
Jesse
movie?
Plemons is in that movie? Who's in that fucking movie?
It's been a long time. I don't know.
There's that one Jack something.
I just had to
His
say
face.
it though. But as you
No,
were,
fair. Jungle Cruise is an important thing because it is trying to do this.
It's trying to do this, and apparently not very
it
successfully,
is
but-
directed by Wame Colette Serra, who is kind of this. Is also kind of would have been like is a good like working
What else have they
director.
done?
Well, they did Black Adam.
Ah,
What if they did Carry On, that Taron Egerton, Jason Bateman movie, the airplane movie.
oh, okay, I like that one.
They've done a lot of like nonstop. They've done a lot of. They're doing the new Cliffhanger. Should be cool.
Oh, okay, that'll be fun. I've never seen
Um,
Cliffhanger. I'll
We
watch
should
that this
maybe
year.
we'll do it.
We'll do it.
Yeah, Jesse Plemons and Paul Giamatti are both in Jungle Cruise.
Okay.
They're both in that movie.
You know what movie he's pretty good in that's like not good but also amazing? San Andreas.
Wait, Rock?
Yeah, The Rock and Giamatti, they're both in it.
Giamatti is in San Andreas?
Yeah.
I've never seen this.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
He's like the scientist that's
you're
like
thinking of
doesn't
Skyscraper or
No.
Rampage.
I saw Sky.
No,
Because
no,
I'm
no.
pretty sure those three
No,
are all
because
the same
Giamatti
movie.
dies at the Hoover Dam. The Hoover Dam cracks from the earthquakes.
You could have given me a million tries, and I never would have told you that Skyscraper ends with The Rock with a sword in a room full of mirrors.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen it, so you just spoiled it for me.
Well, maybe that doesn't happen.
Also,
because
I
it
still
sounds
believe
fucking
that-
ludicrous.
maybe he makes the jump and then catches a grenade and then like
Honestly,
chucks it back.
I still kind of believe that Skyscraper, San Andreas, and Rampage are all the same cinematic universe.
I agree. I like Rampage.
it's
That
the
movie's
same
fun.
guy.
My favorite thing, I've said this before, is when they have to explain why The Rock is as big as he is.
Yep.
They do it every time.
It's the best part. It's like watching Tom Cruise run. You're like
best.
like a little fly waiting.
Yeah, Jungle Cruise is a crazy movie that is trying to be The Mummy, but is not.
Yeah. It's also trying to be Pirates of the Caribbean, I think.
It is also trying to
Like
be
it's
Pirates of the
very much
Caribbean.
I mean, especially because they're both rides originally.
It's look,
Which
I'm
makes sense.
all-
I see the inclination for that.
I'm all for like making rides into action adventure movies, like Pirates of the Caribbean rips. Jungle Cruise, sure, like worthwhile effort. I have had a Space Mountain pitch for a really long
You
time
have, and I want to make that happen.
that I have pitched to Dave off air, which I quite enjoy. But I think like, yeah, I mean, I think they're primed to make things like The Mummy to like give this kind of vibe because there is kind of a blank slate.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, in terms of rewatchability, like this movie kind of has like, it's almost like the X Factor, like movie star quality, where you're like,
Yeah.
I can't really place it, but you know when it's there.
Yeah,
And you
well,
know when
it's
it's
like
not?
a thing that is like really missing, where you could kind of just like I don't know.
It's an understanding of what
Yeah, but
You're
like,
making.
Yeah, and yeah, honestly, I
the
guess it's
movie
just
is
that.
not trying to elevate itself above, which is not me talking down to the movie. Like I
Yeah.
think you like, like I think the idea of like a movie like being elevated material or whatever is kind of inherently a bit pretentious. Like I
Yeah.
think like there is craft and value and all this other stuff in any kind of movie. Like
Mhm.
like I think Fast and Furious, they know the movies that they're making, which is why oftentimes they're so enjoyable.
Yep.
Like they're not trying to like, like reach for something else. They're aware
Yeah.
that they're an action movie and they're going to stick to that and they're going to have a good time. And I think this movie kind of fucking nails that.
I would agree with that.
Do you have any other specific call-outs of things that you love from this movie? Oh, I love the bugs.
The bugs are fun.
It's definitely an
Um,
Indiana Jones
It's very
pastiche.
Indiana Jones.
He even says, "I don't like bugs."
yeah,
which
look-
is very
look for bugs.
yeah.
The mirrors are cool when they like move the mirrors and
Mirrors are
create
very
light.
cool.
Apparently scientists have like tested that, and you can't really bounce light that far, but
That makes
it's still
sense.
cool. I mean, we haven't talked about Winston.
Oh,
of
yeah.
His Majesty's Royal Air Force.
Oh, what did I write in my notes about Winston? I had something that I said about him. Let me see if I can find it. If I can fucking wait, where's my notes? Here's my notes. This is the problem with writing your notes on your phone. Winston, where you at, buddy? Where you at, buddy? Winston looks like a Looney Tunes character.
He does.
That's what I wrote.
Yep.
He does.
Yep.
He looks
He looks like someone that Bugs Bunny would like throw a pie out and then
That's
kiss
exactly
right
what
in the
I was
mouth.
gonna say. Yeah.
Give him the old Tom Brady.
Bugs Bunny. Good guy.
Yeah, Bugs Bunny. Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of nuts.
Daffy, a little out there,
Daffy's
but still a nice guy.
Brendan
Ultimate.
Fraser himself just said Daffy Duck was an asshole
Oh,
on the set of
interesting.
Looney Tunes Back in Action. That is the movie that I maybe watched more than The Mummy. as a
I
kid.
also watched that movie a lot.
Do you remember when they were back in action?
I do.
That was
I was
crazy.
there. I was there when they jumped into a George Seurat painting.
I remember when we were talking about doing that for season 2.
We did talk about
That
doing
was
Looney
on it.
Tunes
Sorry,
Back
guys.
in
Spoiler,
Action.
we're not.
But
doing
spoiler,
that
we're
until we
not.
do.
We're not. Maybe I'll bust it out for my I Need One More.
Possibly. Can you do that without talking about the Space Jams? I guess you could.
They're not connected.
Yeah, the
They're
Space
just
Jam 1
other
and 2 are their
movies
own
that
thing.
feature the Looney Tunes.
That's fair.
See, but now if I have like 8 different,
Yeah, I've got a couple too.
and they're not all good movies. I'm just gonna put it out there, guys.
Yeah.
Some of them are bad, but I think they're interesting to talk about.
I have a pitch for one that I want to do, but it's gonna be funny because it does have a sequel, and I want to ignore it.
Okay. Is it The Meg?
No, but I've never seen the Meg.
Neither have I.
Okay.
What if there was a Meg?
What if the Meg was Megan?
Megan versus the Meg?
Oh shit!
That's pretty good.
I really want. Do you ever see Abigail?
No,
That
not
one was
yet.
pretty fun.
I
I really
wanna
want a
watch it.
Megan versus Megan or Megan versus Abigail.
Do you remember when we said that we were going to keep this episode on the rails?
No, I wasn't paying attention. I
'Cause
was too busy running off the rails.
He was too busy being off the
I
rails.
was too busy doing some Tony Hawk Tarzan shit down the vine.
Damn, Dave's going pro skater for me.
No, okay. The
yeah.
Mummy.
Winston's the best.
Winston's the best. I think his death is one of those that gets me to do one of these like
yeah,
every
you
time
gotta
I watch
pour
it.
one out for the guy.
I gotta pour one out. I think one thing I think is really fun is when the plagues start happening, and they all like go, they're like, cheers to the thing, and let's get out of here. And then they take the shots, and then they all spray collectively throughout
Yeah,
the entire land, and then everything's blood. I think that's a really like, whew, fuck kind of moment.
Yeah,
I got a clock. I think that this movie also showed us that big, tall, handsome, muscular men can have bad eyesight.
Yes,
that's true. They can't have everything.
Just to have the bit that his glasses get stepped on.
yes.
He
I
really
also,
hits the Velma. My
He does.
glasses.
He goes, my glasses.
I
Yeah.
can't see anything. with
So
my
good.
glasses.
I want to shout out Abby for pointing out that that when they go back and he goes back for more and he's like, not just your eyes and your tongue. One, that's a very funny scene. But
Yeah.
Abby said that the
That poor
Imhotep
guy.
is rolling up looking like Kanye.
I will say, I maybe.
And I think
shouldn't-
the idea of Kanye being under the mask in that scene is one of the funniest thoughts I think ever.
it's a pretty cool mask. I will say. It's kind of
the
well
drip is
designed.
pretty insane.
It's fucking Imhotep. Like, you see this coat? Like, I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, now do me.
What?
Have you seen that interview? It's like him. I think they're doing like the Architect Digest, and he's like they're going through like it's like him and Kim Kardashian, and then there's like a thing where he's like, they're like, "What's your favorite part of the house?" And he's like, and he like points to like Kim Kardashian, and then she's like, "Oh, that's so sweet," and then he's like, "Now do me." He just says it.
That's fucking
Like you have to be cute back. Like don't say something dumb like the pool.
Jesus Christ.
And then she says something like the pool.
Good. Good.
It's pretty sad. Moving on.
I'm trying to see if I can pull up some other stuff that I really love about this movie. I mean, I love kind of everything about it, to be
Yeah, it's kind of
honest.
hard.
Jonathan drinking and shooting in the. I
Yeah,
really like
just
that
bum,
bit.
dun, dun.
Anything with Jonathan. To be
Jonathan's
honest.
pretty funny. I also
They ride the line. They
ride-
don't make
they're-
him annoying.
yeah,
which
he's
is hard to
he's
do.
still he's too funny to actually end up being annoying, even though he like just by the sheer things he does should be.
Yeah.
Jonathan Hanna's really good at like not crossing the line of just pissing me off.
Yeah.
It's like I'm having fun with him. Like it's just you can't not.
If you were able to, because we're both two guys that audition and are
Yeah.
just trying to be actors, if you had the ability to play Rick or
Ooh.
Jonathan or Benny, who are you picking?
I would want to do the Rick O'Connell role, but I also know that if I were to audition for this movie, if I was a working actor in 1999 and I auditioned, I'd be probably dude with glasses that gets eaten.
That's still a pretty fun role, dude.
Which would be an honor. I'm not saying I'd be mad at that, but I think based on the auditions I end up getting, that's like I need one of those guys that gets like the life sucked out of him. Probably.
Yeah, I get
That's
that.
probably a go. But I'd want to do the Rick O'Connell role probably.
I think I'd want to play Benny.
Benny would be. I won't lie. Benny would be really fun. But
really fun.
I already started at the top of this podcast that little me wanted to be Rick O'Connell more than anything in the universe. It was that and Goku. And I think this bar is a little bit more realistic.
You referenced it in the beginning, but what about my children? And it's like, you don't have any children.
Someday I might.
Someday I might. Like all that stuff.
Funny. That's so funny.
That's good shit,
my
man.
favorite bit is the moment just before when he sees his like silhouetted shadow on the crate.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you clock it, but it's like him like...
Yeah. So fucking good.
I also want to shout out Ardith Bay's like wavy sword that he has when they whips it out and he starts like swatting
cool.
Rick's guns away. And also the moment when Rick O'Connell does the roll and whips out the dynamite and lights it like on the roll is one of the coolest. That's some D&D shit right there. Like that's a 19 if I've ever seen it. Like
that's fair. I will say, kind of maybe moving us into narrative runway. I love this movie.
Yes.
I don't know how much narrative runway
I don't think
this
there really
thing
is.
has.
This movie has a pretty clean ending.
They to kind of reference also the ending of Last Crusade. They literally ride off into the sunset.
They do a little bit,
which is great. We're getting praise and cheers from
so
Dish.
good.
We are. It's funny that as we get into this, I read this just before I recorded. You were in the restroom before,
right,
but I found
put
this.
Me on fucking blast for going to the bathroom. I gotta.
Yeah, you were in there for like 40 minutes.
Whoa. That's I don't know. That's not true. We didn't clock that. Okay.
You're right.
I have a timer right here.
Shit.
Yeah, we didn't. We did.
Okay, listen. What you had something you wanted to say?
Okay. No, I read this.
Talk about
I was kind of going. No, I was gonna read.
I know what I need one more is gonna be.
Oh no!
I love it. I love it. No, but according this is from IMDb because I was going through the trivia while we were prepping for this episode. But according to the director Stephen Sommers, Universal phoned him the morning after this movie was released, and he said, "quote We need another one."
Damn, they were almost there.
They were almost there.
Damn.
But I just thought I should bring that up.
That is really funny.
I was like, we're right there. But
to argue against those studio heads, who I'm sure couldn't hear me.
But
over
this gets into our big question.
Pools of money they were swimming in. This is kind of
this is the thesis of the show. You know,
yes, this movie is successful.
Yes, this movie is successful. Yes, these
well
characters are fun.
Yes,
but narrative runway. This is always like this is the one. This is the big question of it all.
Like it says something that the sequel does kind of the cliched thing that movies do, which is
very cliched
what
thing.
if they had a kid?
Yep.
Like that's kind of
what if they had a kid and they had to do it again?
Yes. What if it's the exact same movie, but then we also add a kid because now we want more kids to see this
And what
movie.
if the kid just solely did things that the brother's doing in this movie?
Yeah, so it's stuff like that where it's almost kind of obvious, and maybe one day we'll talk about this when the Mummy returns. ... Again. ... We
film debut of The Rock.
That's true. It did give us the film. We wouldn't have had
we wouldn't have had Jungle Cruise.
We wouldn't have had
for this franchise.
Look, I know that I'm the only one that's really been talking about how much I love Jungle Cruise.
No.
No, I just don't think that there's a lot to expand on with this.
It doesn't have a lot of narrative runway.
You could hypothetically, you could be like, yeah, well, like we'll take these characters and we'll put them in, like in Indiana Jones. We'll put them in different adventures and change up the setting. Which, sure,
yes, but as we kind of saw with Tomb of the Dragon Emperor, it doesn't really work as well.
It's just like,
but I don't know that that's actually. I don't think that's the problem with that movie, and that's really a conversation for whenever we do that episode, I guess.
True,
but so,
I think it's just a matter. I think it's what's important about this conversation about narrative runway and doing sequels and all this other stuff is if you don't have an obvious jumping off point for a sequel, like you better have a very
compelling reason to come back.
Very compelling reason. And if the second one is what if they had a kid and what if the Mummy came back, that's not a good enough reason. And then if you're like, okay, like we're gonna do a different culture, which is cool.
Yeah.
Really, like, let's really do it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I I just think this is a franchise that kind of falls victim of it probably shouldn't have been a franchise.
Possibly. Possibly.
Can you guys imagine if Infinity War ended and the premise of the next one was, what if they had a kid? I'm gonna apply that to every sequel now.
They fucking did.
Would it
though.
have been better?
That is what happens
This
in
might be
Infinity in
this.
Endgame.
I'm seeing a running narrative with this season.
Just what if they had a kid,
What if they had a
and it
kid?
came back?
Do you think in Devil Wears Prada she's gonna have a kid?
What if she had
the
a
second
kid?
one?
But
What
it
if
would
she had
be
a
like-
kid that also wanted to do this?
It would be like if in Endgame, if it was like if like Morgan like was like instrumental in defeating Thanos. You'd be
Yeah.
like, what? Like you'd be like, no disrespect to Morgan Stark, like
Yeah.
she's great, but what?
What if she was from 13 Reasons Why?
Well, yeah, they did almost do that.
Yeah, that was a
I-
smart move cutting that. We didn't talk about that stuff, but
No, last
Anyway.
week, yeah, the cut stuff. But yeah, I think with this movie, like when I watch it and when it's over, I am perfectly satisfied.
I'm very satisfied
I
with this one.
could rewatch this movie and not felt the need to visit the other entries.
I would agree with that.
Like,
Do you want to? Oh, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
I was gonna say, do you want to jump into our score?
We
Are
can jump
are
into
we
the
there?
score.
I feel like that's a good jumping off point.
You want to go? You want me to go?
I can go. Yeah.
Yeah,
I can
go for it.
So for quality, give it a full point. I really, for this era that it's coming out in, and I think, I mean, we talked about it being like a 6.5 masterpiece. I think it's checking all the boxes it needs to check, and it's really fun. I've gone at nauseum of how many times I've watched this movie and how we would quote it. So I've always found this movie rewatchable. So it's getting another full point there. And then with Narrative Runaway, I agree that this movie has a pretty clean ending. But the part of me that thinks that these characters are so interesting, them riding off with a big bag of treasure makes me think that there would be other adventures. Not necessarily what they
Sure.
ended up doing, but I feel like there is maybe just these characters are so fun that like you kind of want to see them come back and do another adventure. Even like ideally, you want them to really figure out a good idea. So for this one, I'm giving it a half point.
Okay.
Just because I do think that this movie's so fun and these characters are so fun that seeing them in another adventure, doing a different thing would have been really fun. I know
Yeah.
that's not what happened, to be clear. And I know we kind of operate on the show of the sort of the what ifs and that stuff. I know that the second one is just a paint by numbers,
Yeah.
but, and that's not why I'm giving it a half point. It's just that I feel like just solely the characters are being so interesting. I kind of want to see what they do in the other ones, you know?
Fair.
Not that they did that, but so I give it a half point. So 2.5 for me.
I gave this for quality of film, I gave it 1 point. I think while it speaks to how effectively they play with the tropes of the genre that the movie's almost 30 years old and people's love for it is still held on. Like there are plenty of adventure movies that are in the
Mhm.
vein of Indiana Jones that have been made and released and forgotten.
Yeah, there's a lot
So
there was a lot that came out that were not successful.
Speaks to the strength of the movie.
Mhm.
In terms of rewatchability, which is probably what also gives it that longevity, I give it a full point. I think this is the highlight of the movie. I think is how fun it is and how engaging it is and how rewatchable it is. Narrative Runway, I did not give it any points. I'm very sorry. I
That scream's gonna sound really weird on just the audio, I think.
I was into it.
I just do the mummy scream. Like,
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I surprised myself with that one.
Hey, that's fair and valid. I love these characters, but I do think the strength of the characters for me is really based, like I've said previous in this episode, in the performance of the actors.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't know what in the writing of the characters we could continue to explore.
That was a fair enough point.
So that is kind of where I found myself not giving it a point for Narrative Runway. And then I think in terms of themes or stuff like that, like it's all wrapped up in a pretty nice bow. And I think it says something that I am open. I don't think every adventure movie needs a franchise. Like I think we can have a one and done and love it for what it is, much like Jungle Cruise, a movie that I love deeply and
Do you think that
thoroughly.
movie needs a prequel spinoff and an animated TV show?
Just like, how did we decide that the cruise would be on the jungle? Like, that's what I really
That's
want to
fair.
know.
You want a sequel, Desert Cruise?
A spin-off?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like Speed.
Yeah.
Speed 2,
Cruise
Cruise
Control.
Control. Speed 3, Jungle Cruise.
John Reeves is back, and this time he's pissed off.
But that's fucking awesome. But yeah, so I
So that was their mistake. It should have been Keanu Reeves being like, "Welcome to my boat."
that actually would have fucking ripped.
That actually
would
would
have been awesome.
The movie you could have changed. That was the one detail
That's
that's changed.
cool
The whole
as
movie
shit.
would have worked.
But no, I gave this a 2 out of 3. This is a movie that I really love, and I have a ton of fun with, and I will rewatch all the time. But I think it is a satisfying meal in and of itself. I'm not looking to continue on with it. Dish, how you landing? What's our final score? What's your score?
Sorry,
And
I
what's your
just had to take
score
a
on
big
Jungle
breath of
Cruise?
Whoa,
What's
A
your
movie
final
that's
score?
that's catching
save
far
that
too many
for-
strays in
yeah.
this episode.
I will save that for episode 28.
Primarily by me.
So true.
It is like every like this movie's really watchable. Bam. Yeah.
I'm really,
So Jungle
really
Cruise.
shooting from the fucking hip on a movie
Yeah.
that I
Yeah,
thought
like-
was pretty fun and
Yeah,
kind of
pretty
it's got a
amazing.
Sean Connery, James like Bond shooting like we go.
I'm really
poof.
Han Soloing this.
Yeah.
All
Continue.
right. The Mummy. Love it. As I was saying, you guys have said so much of it. I think the cast is really fun. Score breakdown for me, actually. 1 point for quality. I think it's great. I think I like to judge a lot of these movies as much as I can for like when it came out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I tried to.
This is phenomenal. Like when I saw the water and that whole like CG,
Totally.
like that's insane. Like
yeah. It's a
I
good
think-
blend of practical and
exactly,
CGI.
and what you called out
like what you
about
want.
like the physicality of Brendan Fraser is insane.
So
Like,
good.
Watching him do the movie and all of them
effortless.
really, like, it makes a lot of it. I think that it does so well of like making us feel like we're there and like in that post Great War world, and like just all of it. It's so fun. 1 point for rewatchability. Loved it. Like I think it's such a fun movie. For anyone listening, if you haven't watched it, like you should just go watch it. It's just a fun movie. It is about 2 hours, so it is a little bit of a longer one. But I think it's well paced, and I think hot take. I almost feel like I like this movie more than the Indiana Jones movies. I wouldn't
is
say
a
it's
hot
a
take.
better
That is a hot
movie.
take,
Sure.
but
I have always felt growing up that the Indiana Jones movies are a little slower.
they are.
Okay.
And so for this movie, 2 hours, you're just watching it. Like
It's a
just-
breeze.
It's
It
just
flies
No,
by.
this
I
movie
was-
is it's a lot. It just kind of breezes.
just
Whereas
does it.
like I mean, yeah, no, I actually
Yeah.
I would kind of agree with that. I think there's a reason I rewatched this one more than Indiana Jones, but I did also rewatch that quite
And
a
I'd say
bit. so
Indiana
it's
I
Jones,
rewatched
great
Indiana
movies,
Jones.
love them as well. Like I think I've seen them more recently than this movie actually, but it's just this one's so much fun to watch, and I found myself like I was like doodling on my iPad and stuff and drawing last night when I was watching the movie, and like I could not just keep drawing because I had to keep stopping and watching because I was like I was so enthralled with just every scene. There's something you want to see, which they do such a good job at pacing it. I didn't give it a point for narrative runway. I think I'm with you guys on like,
Yeah.
You guys know me. I'm a vanilla story enjoyer.
Mhm.
It ended. They rode off into the sunset. It was great. Like I was
Yeah.
like, this is perfect. I will say, I think like we already mentioned, but I think one thing that I don't know if I'd say took problem with, but like how they wrote Rachel Weisz because of the time.
Sure.
a
Could
little-
it be better nowadays? Maybe, but it was very much so like, well, we got to cast a girl and they're obviously going to fall in love.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have a problem. And I think the only thing that redeems it for me is the fact that they have amazing chemistry.
Their chemistry
They're
kind of
really
sells it because it's
It's
like
so good.
yeah. But I
but-
also say for the era, her character is a little bit more third dimensional than like some
For
other
sure.
characters.
Like,
She's
she
a
was
lot more
done
engaged
well,
in the
but it-
story.
She has wants and needs.
It
and
was that
goals and,
classic,
you know, she
like-
can, you know,
Well, they're going to fall in love because it's
Yeah.
man and woman. And so, you know, that was
Yeah.
the only thing that it's like, all right, like classic little trope of
yeah.
the time. But, you know, I think it was still done well. It didn't
Mhm.
feel like forced because it was the casting for me, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, I give it a 2. So altogether, that's a 6.5.
6.5.
That is a official. We need one more from the
So
podcast.
we
Yes.
need one more. And I think
Above
the
a
question
6.
is, what if they had kids?
What if they had kids? What if he was
Say
Tom
that
Cruise?
again. Well, yeah. What if it was Tom Cruise?
What if it was Tom
what
Cruise?
if
I will. Hot
Jake
take.
Johnson was there?
Hot take, I
Interesting.
was young. I enjoyed Tomb of the Dragon Emperor.
I remember
I-
liking it when
I
I was
enjoyed
a
It
kid.
was
a
freaking
lot of it,
sick.
but I
Dude, Jet
also-
Li.
I
Yeah.
haven't watched it since I was a kid.
Same.
I like a lot of that movie, but there's also a lot that doesn't work for me, I guess.
I think I got to
But-
rewatch it as an
But
adult.
that's one I would
but
like to rewatch. But
Yeah.
Not for
sorry
this
guys, not
series.
for this series, because next week it's Tom Cruise's 2017
What
attempt
if
at a reboot
there was a
and
dark, universe?
What if there was
What if the Universal logo, but what if it was dark?
It was purple.
What if it was purple
What if it
and
was
dark?
Purple. And Johnny Depp was invisible.
No thanks.
Hey,
Don't want that.
you're getting ahead of us. You're getting ahead of us. That's for next week, Matt.
Ah, that's
You can't
fair.
just
That's fair.
spoil
Look,
it.
this is, I think, one of the few movies outside of like new movies that come out that neither of us have seen. Dish,
Yeah.
have you seen The Mummy?
No,
But
like
it's Tom
literally
Cruise?
none of us checked it out. So
I've only seen the funny preview.
yeah.
So, yeah, with the
And I'm
audio.
going to say it now for the record, everyone who's listening here. I'm not looking forward to the new one.
It is.
I am
I
not.
feel so bad
I know.
because he is not a scary movie guy,
Not at all.
and this was decided
Yeah.
before the trailer came out.
Yeah, before we realized it was like,
I was like,
it's,
oh, the
sorry.
mummy.
I didn't realize it was going to be a James Wan 7 riff on this concept.
The trailer came out. I sent it in our group chat, and literally the first message I think from Dish, it just says, "What have I gotten myself into?"
What you're
That's
not
what he
ready to
said.
find out what happened to Katie?
That's true. I want to know.
We'll see how
Yeah.
I'm feeling, but there's a chance I call in for a sub or something. But we're gonna see if I can rally.
But
Yeah.
next week, what if it was Tom Cruise?
I am.
What
So-
if it was Tom Cruise? I'm excited to see it too because I was like, I found the whole concept of it very interesting.
I remember wanting to be engaged, and then
The reviews came
I
out.
just didn't see it.
Yeah.
I was in high school and I loved Tom Cruise and loved The Mummy, and I didn't go see it,
Yeah.
which kind of speaks to
Yep.
the impact of that movie.
Yeah, well, I remember.
And I saw Jungle Cruise.
This is fair. Good point.
Had to throw one more in there.
Yeah. Any other final thoughts before we throw it to next week?
I actually, Jungle Cruise is pretty fun. I don't mind.
I'll check it out.
It's not great.
For the
I'll be
record.
the judge of that.
I'm not. I don't think it's a secret masterpiece, but I'm not. It doesn't deserve the amount of strays that I'm throwing at.
That's where the most fun
You're gonna
is.
get it. You're gonna get it, man.
Dude, I'm gonna walk on that cruise, and they're gonna say, "We know what you said.
Yeah. Like,
You
we
can't
listened
be
to
on
the
there.
episode.
We know
Get
what
off
you
of
did.
here.
You
Yeah.
think you can board the Jungle Cruise? Jesse Plemons can come on, and he was the bad guy, maybe, or was it Paul
Possibly.
Giamatti? It was
Who's
one
to
of them,
say?
or was it both of them?
I don't remember a bad guy. I thought like the
Mm,
monkeys
mm.
were the bad guy or something.
No,
or, like,
because
the
he's got like
snakes.
the white suit and the white hat and everything, right? And they're in the submarine or something.
I think you're thinking of the
Oh,
Hunt for
there is
Red
a
October.
submarine. No,
See?
that is it. That is
I
it.
do remember
Because
this.
I remember when they like
You're
tear
thinking
through
of
the
League
town.
of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Well, maybe
a
we'll
movie
do-
that may or may not has a place on this podcast.
Ah, you sick fuck. I'm honestly very excited to talk about next week. I literally have no idea. what
I
to
have no idea
expect.
what's going to happen. I've never. Usually when we do this, I kind of in my head sort of like have like a raw score that I think I'm like it's probably going to be one of it's going to be something like that, and then I'll watch it and usually be like,
We
yeah,
get
no
together
changes.
and watch it
That'd be fun.
We can find the time. I'd be super down.
Yeah,
Sunday.
Should we do a live
I
through?
don't know.
Throw it
We'll
on the
figure that out
Patreon?
off the air, but
Yeah.
we could do a live watch through.
we
but
could do a live watch through. That works.
It will. This will come out 2 months after we do that live watch through.
That's true.
Oh, I understand. I thought you meant like we could all just FaceTime and watch it at our own home.
Oh,
I was like, yeah, we could do that.
We could do that too. I'd be down
But-
for that.
maybe
Yeah.
we'll do all of
But
it.
I meant like record it and mock it in a sort of Mystery Science Theater 3000 kind of way.
Oh, you mean in a totally original type of way?
Yes.
A commentary?
Director's,
Never heard of it. A podcast about movies?
a podcast about
Unheard
movies.
of.
With 2 white men?
All right.
3 what?
Now we're just stalling for time because we
That's
have
true.
extra.
We will
Yeah,
see you
we-
next week to talk about another mummy.
We'll be
2
there
mummies in one
to
movie.
see how Tom Cruise runs this time and how he maybe goes. "Ah."
Is R2D2 in the movie?
Yeah.
So kind of what he sounds like.
That was one of the sound effects they took out of that trailer.
Feel free to rate my impression of the Tom Cruise yell. 1 out of 10. or
Also, if you haven't
thumbs up.
seen that trailer, just Google
I think
Tom
it's-
Cruise mummy sound issue.
Oh,
I
is
feel
it
like
still
you'll
there?
find
Someone
it.
must have downloaded it or something.
feel
Oh
like
yeah,
you
no,
have
it's
to be able to
probably up
find
there.
it.
I think you can find it.
It's
It's
great.
Hilarious.
It's really
Really
funny.
good.
Because I think we all went, what?
we were like, what movie is this?
Yeah.
And that was the last I heard of that movie.
That's
Anyways,
fair. Until next week.
Until next week.
Don't read from the book. Just don't do it. Thanks for listening to another episode of We Need One More.
Be sure to click on the link for our socials and to subscribe to our Patreon, as those are the best ways to support the podcast.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.